Testing, and leaving so that I can check that the mic is set to the right gain level, and I think it is. Okay. Time to finally begin this. I was going to do a little bit, or start a little bit earlier, but hey, when do I not have delays, you know? It's pretty much norm as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, welcome to what will likely and probably and hopefully be the final stream that I do of this here game. Here we go. It will hopefully show up, and it does. Okay, also, I don't think default can hear me now, but I see. Later, I guess. You know, just like I pretty much spent all month streaming this game intermittently. It's been the one that I've spent the most real time on during this marathon of mine. Just like that, we've spent so much fucking time playing Dark Souls. And yet we're so close to the end, we're like 2 or 3 streams away at the most from finishing the final bit of Dark Souls 2, which is the end. Can pretty much taste the end of it already, but yet we keep getting delays like this, so it's like, why? But anyway, you might have noticed too, I've been doing some extra off-screen grinding, like, you know, that thing I've never do, I've actually done this time, but done it for a few different purposes, and I created a couple of different, what do you call them, different saves. The one that I just loaded into is actually the one that I'm not really gonna use, but I kept just for this purpose, so I've gotten a few new weapons, but one that I have in this one that I don't have in the other one is this thing called a Hien. It allows you to throw force punches pretty much, and they hit quite hard, as you can see. And it's a pretty good weapon, pretty much. It has pretty good allows for pretty good mobility while using it, and it has a really good attack power, so kind of stands to reason that you would want to keep that at some point. But however, the reason that I have 2 separate save files and why I have this one in this one is because, well, you can see the description here, I guess. Special weapon similar to Tonfa, or it would be Tonfer if you were to go by the bad transliteration in Circle of the Moon. Transforms the user's life force into energy and attacks with it, is apparently what that does, but there is a separate weapon you can make with it, and it's one of the most special weapons in the game. You make it with the Hien, as you see. Also, hang on a minute, fucking wires. To plug my headphones back in, because I'm trying to untangle this tangle that I'm perpetually sitting in. It just came undone because my microphone wire has an extension, you see. It's pretty much, well, it's not required actually, because it connects into the iPad. But I use pretty much all the time because I like having a long headphone wire, but then we got the Hien, which is the thing about, like, would have made another one, but to make one you need Devil Iron and Dark Matter. And that's a problem, because Dark Matter is a pain to grind, but you could potentially get that, but the Devil Iron you couldn't get that, because, as you might recall, the only way to get that is by stealing from the Minotaur boss, and you can only do that per new game cycle, pretty much. Well, there's a special boss rush mode you unlock at the end of the game, I think, and I think you can get an extra one if you steal during that mode, but that's, you know, quite, well, it's not quite far away, but it's not an option yet. I did, however, get this laser blade, though, which hits quite hard. I think it's actually the strongest sword item, but to make it, You need a few things, as you can see. You need one of each of these things. And you need the purple glitter, which is the unique item that you steal from the Dullahan boss, and that's the only way to get it. But pretty much every other sword, well, except the 7-bladed sword, I think you need a... Actually, no, you can make as many of these as you want if you grind, because you get short sword, which you make with the super common material, which is bronze. Well, it's super common if you kill, like, low-level enemies at the start of the game. They kind of stop appearing after a while, but you can always just go back and grind that off of them. You need a Damascus sword, which is pretty much a, chain of weapons that you make with fairly common materials from the short sword. You need Beelzebub Seal, which you get as a drop from the unicorns in Infinite Corridor, and then you get Dark Crystal, which you steal from the Evil Course, and 7-bladed sword is like one of 2 weapons that in the game that has, I think, the darkness element, strong darkness element, and you need that for a very special reason, but might be wondering what you make with this. I guess you might as well make it. I'm not going to save after this, though, because I want to keep the yen in this save, but well, let's take a look at this. You need Heian, you need a bomb, a fire flask, you need phlogiston, you need an immortal fragment, which again is a unique boss item that you can get from stealing from Saint Germain when you fight him on top of the machine tower. But if you combine all of these things, you get this. And you might wonder what that means. Just note, right now I'm level 61. Gotta do a quick reboot now so that I can load into my other save. You know, the one that I actually did more grinding on. Also, hey Redbear. And as you'll notice, well, I'm not in the Infinite Corridor, I'm in the mountains, because one of the other things I've been doing is like evolving different innocent devil types. Like right now I have this guy, the Liquid Golem I think is called. It looks like that. And I have pretty much all of the final forms of the battle type unlocked now, except one, which I don't know if I'm gonna get because I need an extra egg to, raise a new one to be that type, and I don't have that yet. I was trying to get this guy to drop one, but he just didn't do it, so I don't know. But as you might notice, I'm level 72 in this file. I've got a bit more stuff, and I have the Gatling gun as my main weapon. So if you look at the description for the Gatling gun, by the way, it says a super long distance weapon that does not need reloading for its fearsomely rapid fire. So I'm pretty sure I'm quite a bit stronger at this point than I was for when I got to this point during my first run through the game. Oh yeah, I named this guy Genie because, I have a new fairy, new crow, well, no, this is a new crow, this is the old crow that I had, but I maxed it out. This guy's also maxed out. I got a new devil type, just because, why not? The thing about doing, like, higher generations of these guys is that the higher generations have better base stats, so you're pretty much encouraged to do that. But I'm kind of wondering, like, which of these guys I should take into the next area, because right now I'm pretty much just gonna use the memorial ticket to warp back into the save point in Dracula's castle that I was at before. That should work. I haven't tried it out, but it should work. So I'm wondering if I should bring this guy or if I should bring someone else. Because one of the other battle types that I evolved is this guy who has a great ability, which is a machine gun shot, which is kind of like the Bone Storm ability that the Corpsey has. But I don't think he has as much health as this guy, so... How much does the Mercury Sphere cost? It costs 20. I don't think the machine gun arm thing costs as much, so let me see if I can take the other guy instead. So let me see... This guy is a phoenix. Does he have any abilities that... Well, he has a suicide attack that does a lot of damage, but it's a suicide attack. I don't know if I want this guy. Let's see. Load for 7, 212 health, 209 health. I think I'm gonna keep this guy, honestly. I'm gonna send this guy back. I think I'm gonna keep this slot open, actually, because... Well, there's a reason why we'll put it that way. So pretty much I'm gonna send this guy out. I'm gonna swap this guy out for the other one, and I'm probably gonna swap out the fairy too, because I want... there's one ability that the nerd fairy has that I want for the next boss. Which is actually one of the toughest boss fights in the game, if not the toughest one, because, well, you'll see. Even though I say you'll see, even though I'm pretty sure I've mentioned why at least once. Okay, so... Oh, this one too. Okay, so take out nerd. Take out changes. And I think that should be it. Let's see. Yeah, that should do it. Well, I assume that these are the ones that I'm thinking of. Yep, this guy, and... And I unlocked the nerd's final skill, which is the invincibility jar, which makes you invincible for like 10 seconds. I'm actually wondering, like, what cost does that have? 30, there we go. It's not too bad. Alright, so... Should probably check again, like, which abilities this guy has. Demonic Disaster... Explosion Bee, which is... floating stuff that surrounds you. Satellite Bee, Catoptric Satellites, Purify. That's actually quite a good ability. Oh yeah, something else I did was fill out some of the maps that I hadn't yet. With the Purify skill you can kill the blood skeletons. It's the only way you can do that actually, and I think I have 100% in pretty much all of these except Garibaldi Temple, because that's where the secret boss is, and I don't want to go do that yet, but I will soon. And of course Dracula's Castle, which needs to be, you know, it's a bunch of separate maps, but needs to be completed, which is what I'm gonna go do now, so... Let me see, do I have maxed out high potions? I do, okay. So the funny thing about high potions too is that apparently if you're really lucky they drop out of like torches and such that you can destroy. And that happened to me a few times, so alright, enough of this. Let's use the memorial ticket to warp to the last registered save point, which should be the one in Dracula's Castle, and it is, so... Let's save one more time, because why not? Sure would be a shame if we were to experience any kind of setback at this point. Which of these guys should I have out for my trek through this place? I'm kind of debating. Because I'm pretty sure either this guy or this guy are the strongest. I think I'm gonna take out the nerd, actually. She can heal. She should have, she has a stupid pay to heal ability, which I'm never gonna use probably because it's ridiculous, but she also has time heal. So that's quite good. Alright, and now you're finally gonna get to see how the Gatling gun works. You can, if you do a tap, he just takes it out and does one shot, but if we have an enemy in the same vicinity, oh boy. And the funny thing, the great thing too about the Gatling gun is that if you just hold the button down, you don't even have to like adjust the trajectory of the shot, it just automatically tracks the, I think, the closest enemy to you. So you don't even have to do that much. And the Gatling gun is also one of those weapons that I never got on a previous playthrough, so I think some of my old preconceptions about how difficult some parts of this were are gonna be slightly changed now. But I don't know. Might be speaking too soon, because there's pretty much only one important boss steal that I want to get for a specific purpose. And it's entirely possible that that's still going to be a massive pain to get. Pretty sure there are 2 unique boss steals left, at least from the optional, well, not optional, from the mandatory bosses, but pretty much only want one of them. Well, technically 3, but one of them is just like a useless consumable that you don't really need for anything. Whereas the others are crafting items, so... crafting materials, that is, so you do have a motivation to get them. Oh boy. Well, here's where the weak point of the Gatling gun is that it only fires at 1 level, so... let's switch to the laser sword. Let's see how well it works against these guys. If we can actually hit them. Maybe we will, maybe we will not. There we go. There we go. I don't quite understand why the laser blade is so bendy, though. But I guess it does not fairly, but vaguely explain why, like, Trevor Belmont has a laser whip when you fight him. So I might have mentioned this before, but I'm pretty sure pretty much the entirety of Dracula's castle after this point is just gonna be a gauntlet of going up the floors, fighting a bunch of enemies on occasion. Boy. Are those ice white dragons? I don't think we've fought those before, actually, so... Frost dragons. Well, I know maybe we haven't, I just don't remember. That's actually quite possible. Possible and probable. I do have a terrible memory. No, I don't believe there's any, but there might be, I don't know. But off the top of my head, I don't believe there's any, like, secret passages you can access from any of these corridors, but... probably just cross-reference that real quick to be sure. Let me see. I have a very vague memory of something like that, but I don't think it's like until very late into the dungeon. Ah. Alright, hang on. Push that. Oh boy. I think the only time that happens is, or we find anything like that, is... we're in B1F right now, okay. Is at a part where we have to notice that there's like a secret passage, or else we're not gonna be able to continue, so... so probably not something I should be worried about. Oh boy. They know that I don't like these flying enemies, don't they? Flying or elevated enemies, I guess. Okay, missed which direction I haven't gone into yet. I guess it's this one. Well, with all this, I'm kind of wondering exactly how long it's going to take me just to get through the castle, because there's pretty much only like 3 things I want to do at this point. Oh boy. What are these called? Executioner. I thought they were the weaker variety of like these type of enemy. Let's see how they handle the Gatling gun. Should be. There we go. Should be quite manageable, to say the least. Boy, I'm still getting levels from this. That's great. But, what was I saying? There's pretty much only 3 things left in the game to do that I want to do, and that's... Okay, get to the end of this part. I also want to beat the secret boss, and I want to do the second, go through all the floors type gauntlet, which is Tower of Evermore. Which you get to by climbing to the top of Tower of Eternity that I've already... Or which is something I've already done once on stream, but I might have to do it again, because I don't know if you can access the Tower of Evermore. Well, I know you can't access it any other way, but I don't know if you have to redo the whole dungeon and kill everything again if you leave the Tower of Eternity and try to go back in. But I would think that's probably yes. What if so then? Well, I have the Gatling gun, so it's not really a problem. It wasn't a problem the first time when I didn't have it. Oh boy. I have to figure out whether this might be more of a problem, which I can see exactly how big of a problem it is right now. It's very, very challenging. Don't know if I'm gonna make it. By the way, you should probably look away if I start firing this thing when the character is very close to the camera, and if you have photosensitive epilepsy, you probably shouldn't watch this, just a warning. Especially if I bring the camera very closely up against one of these flames, it's probably also a bad idea. Oh boy, see a bunch of dudes coming out of the walls now. Oh jeez. Well, there's one weakness that the Gatling gun has, that it will always track the... It tracks the enemies, but moves quite slowly as it's doing it. As you can see, you don't exactly turn quickly. Have a lot of vertical range. It has a huge horizontal range but not a vertical one, so if the enemies are slightly higher up than the normal range allows, that could be a problem. It's probably not a lot of okay, there wasn't any floor left, actually. I was gonna say there's probably not a lot of floor left in this part of the castle. Also, Redbird, look how much health I have. I don't even know if I want to bother killing those guys. They seem like they're gonna be relatively low level. Oh no, they're actually higher level than some of the other guys that I was grinding off of. in between streams. So I guess I will, but probably not more than once. So if we go back, or not back here, but through here, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna end back up in the basement level. So in order to actually advance, we need to... fucking level 38 skeleton. Isn't aware that such a thing existed. Yes, it does though, because I'm seeing them. Like how I can kill them from all the way over here, because this thing has pretty much unlimited horizontal range. It's fucking ridiculous. But will I get there before all of the stuff that they dropped disappears? Because it does disappear eventually. It doesn't take that long, as you can see. I might as well take this bronze. Bronze, which is the item dropped by the skeletons that you can make short swords off of, which are the... oh, miracle egg. Here's another unique item that you can only... well, you can get a couple of different ways. Iron Mask and Miracle Egg, I do want that, I think, but what about Axe? I want that for a couple of very specific purposes. Let me see if these couple of things that I can make with it right now are the ones that I want to use it for. Okay, yes, this one is... there's only 2 miracle eggs that you can get for free. There is one more you can get potentially, and unlimited miracle eggs if you farm the evil cores in the Garibaldi Temple, but it's a very rare drop, so I'm not really counting on it. So yeah. Something I forgot to tell you, by the way, or show you, I guess, more appropriately, is that in the previous PS1 or PS2 Castlevania game, which was Lament of Innocence, if you beat the game with the extra character, which is Joachim, you can unlock a third character to play the game as, which is a Joe character called Pumpkin. And he only shows up in the PS2 games. If you combine the Iron Mask with this Miracle Egg, you can get a pumpkin head. Which I think is pretty much just a joke helmet, but you do need it for something. We'll put it that way for now. Pumpkin is so popular, he became a mask. What fun, trick or treat. Isn't that topical? Is there anything else? Oh, there's a chair. The Throne of Bones, the product of a twisted mind, a chair created from innumerable bones. No fun to sit in either. Well, if you say so. Also... hey, Lizardman, are my legs okay? Funny you should ask, I don't know if they are. I've actually been having mysterious pain in my foot, my right foot, for the past couple of days. I don't know what happened. Find the Pumpkin Maze. A legendary innocent devil may be open to the excerpt from Sage Animals, so you might be or you might be able to see exactly where I'm going with the pumpkin head. And the other thing that I also need a miracle egg for, the only place where we can get a guaranteed miracle egg that isn't here, by the way, is in Tower of Evermore. So I'll have to go there after this. Legs are also not okay. Overdid my workout last Wednesday and now it's still hurting. Oh man. See, the thing is, What happened to me, I'm not exactly certain what happened, because, but I'm pretty sure I can tell you when it happened. But, what do I need? I need a double guy to help me out here. Mr. Nick, 2nd generation. On Tuesday, which was like 3 days ago, I was out walking, and I was basically walking for a really long time. I just was kind of moving around, and I walked for like an hour straight in the middle of the city with just like boots and a jacket. And I was carrying a backpack, so you know, it's not like I was exercising on purpose, but I ended up walking for like an hour straight. And by the time I got home, I had blisters on both of my feet, and for some reason the blister on my left foot is still kind of aching a little bit, but the blister on my right foot apparently mysteriously disappeared, but it didn't matter because, like, I guess around my ankle something must have gotten pulled or bent or something, because now whenever I try to move my foot, just rotate it, that whole area feels sore, and whenever I, like, you know, I'm walking around now, it hurts to step on the heel of my right foot, which was kind of a problem yesterday. Well, it's not too bad. The problem is just that I gotta step on the, you know, I got to lean on the front part of my right foot now instead. Problem with broken feet is that there's tons of little bones in there, so you can usually just move it. It just hurts like hell. Oh boy, so you don't notice it broke. And I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping that it goes away eventually, but I guess I can have it looked at if it's not gone by Monday. Probably should. Which probably won't be too big of a problem because I have pretty much all of next week off except Monday. Also, did I mention that I really like the Gatling gun in this game? And I'm glad that I did all the stupid shit that I needed to do to be able to unlock it. This is the 2nd floor. So I've only been keeping up with a little bit of the chat from Broken Foot, and do know it because I never got checked it out for like 6+ years ago. Still limping on it, and I'm gonna have surgery to fix it. Oh boy. Blue Cross Blue Shield is a terrible place to work. Not sure what that is. Oh boy. Yeah, I should probably actually bring out the mage guy to help me out here, or yeah, the mage guy, I guess. Because I should ideally be able to get him to make another egg, so that I can make it. Well, I don't know if I'm even gonna bother at this point. Well, probably a good idea to try to get more eggs from the helpers that are already top maxed out, which is pretty much all of them at this point. All of them except one that I forgot to... Well, it's pretty much already maxed out, but I forgot to max out all of the abilities, which is the Proboscis Fairy. It has 2 abilities left to unlock. I didn't unlock them yet, so I don't know if I will at this point. Since the way you unlock a lot of the abilities in this, but not all of them, even though there's only a small handful of them that you don't unlock that way, is by killing lots of guys with your innocent devil of choice selected. Also, we run into a save room. There's gotta be 2 bosses here, I'm pretty sure. But I don't remember like how far they are from each other. How quickly I'm gonna run into the first one of them. Health insurance company. A doctor about that doesn't look right. Oh boy. Should probably look at that. Well, thank goodness for background input. Oh man. Well, it's probably only tangentially related, but kinda reminds me of the x-rays that were taken off my teeth when I had to have my wisdom tooth surgery because one of them was bending so much towards its neighbor that it was creating so much pain that I could pretty much not even sleep at night. I had to keep getting up to get like some ice to put in my mouth to numb it. That was a fun time. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I didn't even... whatchamacallit? Didn't even realize that. Oh boy. That's not very nice, putting something like... putting someone in a room and there's just a bunch of dudes crouching over the entrance immediately. Oh well, I can just hang back here and take care of them this way. Yeah, you might want to, like... you know... take down that Imgur upload in case someone else finds it later. Probably a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Boy, more fucking assassin zombies. And here I was hoping I would never see them again. At least they're still called assassin zombies. Don't have any ridiculous variations that are just literally the same enemy with a different color palette and beefed up stats. Like normally I don't even mind those in these games, but I do have a particular dislike for assassin zombies, so... We are now on floor 3, okay. I think there's like 7 floors. Tried out it's interesting. I haven't tried it out yet, but I did try out the Steam version of another Source game. I haven't played in a while, but I have played multiple times before, which, based on the review that you linked me to, might actually be pretty similar to It's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which, if you spam the trivia command enough times on Botula, you will know that it was the first game to be completed with the Source engine. And it definitely has that good old feel where you can tell it's a Source engine because of the UI and the characters, particularly the dialogue screens. Oh boy. Oh. Same for I. See, based on what I've seen of it, and apparently it's well, according to that review, it's similar to some other kind of a first-person 3D RPGs like that, of which I have played a few, especially in recent history, with System Shock 2 added to that list, I guess. And Deus Ex, from what I heard. Never actually finished Deus Ex, I should do that one of these days. I only played like the first part of the story up to like... Start out in New York City in that game. I think I didn't get out of that section of the story. The one time I played that I got farthest in that. Still on the first level. Yeah, I don't see. The thing is, I remember I played that like once on stream. I think it was on like the live stream thing, but that was just like a random playthrough I did, just for the hell of it. But I remember that, I think it was before that, I did a different, oh never mind, I just brought out the fairy to heal, but I guess I didn't need to. But before that I did another playthrough on my own where I got like farther than that. So I remember it was like, the part where I stopped, you need to like kill some dudes or disable some dudes to keep them from assaulting or robbing someone else or something like that. And I wanted to see if there was a way to do it with complete stealth, which I was very particular about, and I couldn't find it, so I just kind of gave up. Which in retrospect I probably shouldn't have, tried so hard to do full stealth, but I think the thing is, back then I was like under the impression that Deus Ex was a lot like the old Thief games or something like that, where you can do a playthrough where it's 100% stealth, which I'm sure is possible. But it's like nowhere near as important in that game as it is in Thief. So, probably I should just one day go back to Deus Ex, the first one, because I did like it when I played a bit. And try to get that just Eddie run over with. I get the feeling that when I first played System Shock 2, which was, I know I did a few, like, short, or not, how do I say this, I tried out System Shock 2 a few times before I played it and beat it on stream a couple of weeks ago, but I never got very far into it. I think the first time it was because I was trying to, it runs in the same engine as Thief 1 and 2, which I played before it, and so I was trying a little too hard to reconcile it with that, because I was trying to go with more stealth or what have you, and it didn't work out, so I just kind of stopped. And after that, I'm pretty sure I did go back to it at some point and played it the intended or the normal way, which doesn't really matter how you play, as long as you can get through. And I did like the first two floors or something in that time, but again I just kind of walked away from it after a while and forgot to come back to it. And after that came the time that was, I don't know, pretty sure it was years ago, and after that I played System Shock 1 on stream and beat that. And the gameplay between System Shock 1 and 2 is actually pretty similar when you get down to it, so when I did System Shock 2 at the start of this month, it wasn't a big problem to get through it. Yep, I'm fancy new Deus Ex when I was doing a stealthy, non-lethal run, and then throw a boss and go fight this boss, lol, oh boy. I think there was like a stealth game. Well, stealth game. I think I just remembered which one it is. There was like a game I was playing not too long ago that did something like that, where there's parts of the game where you're encouraged to use stealth, but then all of a sudden they throw a bunch of dudes at you and like, hey, you like stealth? The stealth that we've been telling you to do too fucking bad. We're gonna throw these guys in your face and you can't avoid fighting them. The game was Resident Evil Revelations 2, which incidentally is I think the final Resident Evil game that came out, well, almost the final Resident Evil game that came out and takes place before Resident Evil 7, which I'm gonna be doing after the game that I'm gonna be doing this weekend. Which I have no idea how it's gonna go, incidentally, but I made up my mind to play it a while ago. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, sure hope we get to finish Dark Souls 2 soon. Oh boy. Also, I sure do love fighting flying enemies in this game. It's a ton of fun. This is level 4, I'm going up to level 5. So there really shouldn't be that much left of this castle. Oh boy, well, Gatling gun time again. So I sure do wonder. I thought we said we were gonna do Terraria after Dark Souls was over, so it's probably what we're gonna do. Kinda wondering how much time we're gonna be on that game. I'm also kinda wondering if we should like do anything different for like the end of this month. Except spooks, but I don't really know what that would be. Or could be even. So I was actually listening to some old streams that we did of like Dark Souls 3, and we were talking about games that we all had, and mentioned Don't Starve Together, I think, and maybe Left 4 Dead 2. And much like Terraria, you know, Don't Starve Together is one of those, or just regular Don't Starve is one of those games that I've had, but have no idea how to even play. I think I tried out Don't Starve for like 1 or 2 hours and couldn't quite figure out. I did manage to survive for a while, but then all of a sudden I realized the scope of all the things you can make in that game, and I didn't know where the fuck to go from there. Jeez. Okay, so having ground-based enemies and flying enemies in the room with a Gatling gun might be a problem. Because right now I'm fucking aiming at the harpies, which I can't hit with the Gatling gun. There we go. You can do manually adjust the aim with the lock on. Alright, there we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, there we go, it died. How far are we from the top, I'm really wondering. I do vaguely remember that you have to fight some Slogra and Gaibon enemies, like the ones you fight at the start of the castle. But you fight them later on. Okay, I guess not yet. Oh. Oh. Okay, so it might not be the best idea to just try and hang back with these guys. They do have that long distance ball attack. Oh boy, and they're doing it. They're all doing it. It's like they know. It's like they have good AI or something. Oh boy, they can hit me even when I'm actually trying to move and dodge. I'm just trying to tank through it, but it's not really working out. Also, where's my mage guy? Damn it. He's not helping me out here. Alright, one of them's dead. Oh, then he dropped something. Hang on. Oops. Well, I wanna get that, but then I get fucking stunned again. Soft leather armor. Oh, it's not really worth it, though. Oh, come on. And only one of them's left and you do this. Can't believe you've done this. I'll have to summon the fairy and actually use it this time. Because I need a healer to help out. Even with my stupidly inflated health bar that I got from all that grinding. Apparently I'm still not competent. Oh my god. Competent enough. You know what? Fuck it. Ah, Christ. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Invincibility jar. Here we go. Let me check it out. I'm invincible. Just gonna stand here and fill you with bullets. There we go. Just gonna keep doing it, I guess. I do legitimately think that this invincibility ability is gonna come in handy for the next boss that I'm gonna fight. Specifically for stealing from that boss, which I'm gonna wanna do. And which I'm probably gonna be using a trick for, because the way you have to do that is kind of BS. Oh my god, hang on. Do I really have to go like backtrack through certain parts of the previous floors, because that's terrible. Oh boy, are these final guards? They are, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Oh, whatever. I can take care of this. If only they would, you know, stay still. That'd probably be good. You know what, fuck it, time to use some actual command powers. Oh, that barely did anything. Like, I don't even need the adamantine for anything anymore. It's just kind of an extra thing. Oh yeah, we have Magicka 2 as well. It's something else that we all have now. Pretty sure. Still have not played through Magicka 2 or even gone through all the DLCs for Magicka 1 that I do have. Oh, jeez. Oh boy. We could do Cry of Fear, I think. think that's free. I think that might have multiplayer. That's totally a thing that... I don't know what I'm talking about, quite honestly. It's just something that popped into my head. Oh boy, this is not going to end, is it? Oh boy, here we go again. It begins. Okay, please get free. There we go. I'll give you... Think about the final guards in this, I guess, as opposed to the final guards in the 2D games, which are annoying on their own. These guys are mostly annoying when they're mixed with other, you know, other competent enemies, like the Iron Gladiators here. Did I just perfect guard the... Oh, then he just did it again. That's great. I was wondering if that's what that had been. Oh, they can hurt each other? Okay. And well, they have way more health than I thought they did. Way more health left, that is. Alright, there we go. Damn, that took a while. Guess I'm not breaking that then. Alright. Oh boy, can I just walk past? Looks like I can. Alright. I think I'm kind of in need of that at this point. Need of quick escape. Oh boy, we got a place in which to heal. And I do seem to remember there's like a... What do you call it? There's one of those passages that you can only get through using the magic circle. Somewhere near the top. I don't remember where exactly. Oh boy. I'm at the point where I just want to skip past the rooms that I am allowed to. Okay, I think I see it here. There's two ways to proceed from here. Oh boy. I'm gonna take the way that's right next to me, and that doesn't involve me. Well, that's probably the correct way, considering that I don't have to use any special abilities to go through it. The way that lets me keep my enemies far, far away from where I am. There we go. And the way that might actually be almost at the boss, but apparently not quite yet, because that door's a normal door. Sure, there's gonna be a special boss door to tell us when we're actually almost there. Okay, so these are the slobber enemies that I was thinking about earlier. And there's Skybun. Who's not being cooperative. Oh boy, and here's a room that we actually have to clear out. What a concept. good job at dodging my shit. What am I even aiming at right now? Hang on. Well, I'm aiming at you now. Ow. Ow. Helicopters, I don't know. Are there sounds coming from... Oh great. Coming from outside my window again. I can't really hear right now within my side of the game. And you know, this weapon I'm using right now doesn't really help either. Sometimes I forget how many enemies the game is probably gonna be spawning in one room. How much of a tendency this game does have for dragging that on. Oh, hello, we got more room, which I should probably go into just for good measure. I don't know if I'm gonna be using it right now. I will soon. Pretty sure that's the final warp room of the game, too. Does that mean that we're finally at the boss? And the first boss, that is. Oh boy, this hallway, which is a bit unnecessarily long, and... yeah, I don't... that doesn't look like a boss door, but I don't trust that door, so I'm gonna save and then backtrack real quick so I can see what's behind the other path that I can take before the one that requires you to use the devil. The magic circle power. Time to head back over there. So let's quickly speed through these rooms. It's not very far away, but it's not exactly right around the corner either. I might as well take the devil out already. Oh, damn it. I was hoping to avoid that. Is this the place? Yes, it is. Okay. Whoops, what am I doing? Use the magic circle then. Okay, we just teleport to the next place. Oh, okay. This is where that is. Damn it, maybe I shouldn't have done this then, because this is... here's a very special place. There's, this is similar to the place where we get new innocent devils sometimes, but now it's just a room with pumpkins flying around, pumpkins on pedestals, and apparently sliced up pumpkins in the background. And there's this thing in the middle of it. But it's not doing anything, so we might be missing something here. We can't actually... apparently that's 100%, okay. It's just gonna be a third map, which is where we're gonna be fighting Well, whatever boss is coming up. But yeah, that was actually fruitless. I didn't realize that's where that was. I thought it was further on ahead. I suppose not. So let's actually go fight the boss now, I suppose. Which I'm guessing is gonna be right after that save room I saw. Oh. Oh, come back, lizard. Kinda wondering what the best Innocent Devil would be for this next boss. Probably this guy, this guy. The machine gun arm robot man. Something that I should quickly confirm as well is how do I steal, because I don't know if I'm gonna be stealing from the first part of the next fight, but I do want to steal for this. Well, I already know how to steal from the second one, but I just will confirm it. There we go. Do a finishing move to knock down. I don't know if I'm gonna be bothering trying to steal from that if it requires bells and whistles. So yeah, save. No jumping is required for the second one, alright. Alright, let's see, here we are. At the top of the castle, I think, with a twisty staircase and skybox that actually looks kind of bad, I think, if you... Well, this one looks a little bit better, but the skybox in the Infinite Corridor looks pretty bad. There we go. There's the... You can see like the moon right behind the wall. That's a door on it, and it's really obvious. But anyway, I think we're gonna get cutscene here. So let us watch.
Resurrected the castle! Hector, bravo!
You wanted me to regain my powers. Now I see why. I fell right into your plot. After 3 years of peace, I'd lost my edge.
And I've sharpened mine. I've been waiting quite a long time to plot my revenge. Not only did my lord die because of you, you stripped me of my pride, my home. Now I shall make you suffer as I suffered. You shall die a most painful, gruesome death!
Oh boy. Oh, he has a laser sword. Didn't actually realize that before. But yeah, gotta fight Isaac again, and... Let's see how difficult that's gonna... Oh wow, he has a lot of defense. I thought this was gonna make the fight easier, but apparently not by that much. I mean, I can just sit back and do this forever until he dies, even if it's gonna take a while. Probably get closer though, hang on. See, the way this fight works, or the way it usually would work, is kind of BS. Right now it's BS stuck in my favor, but it's still BS. Alright, fine, I guess I'll fight him the proper way. I'll fight him using the same weapon that he's using. It's like Dark Souls, you can use the same weapons that your opponents do. And oh boy. What's he doing? Oh, he's Summoning a servant. Oh, he can summon. I thought he could only add like one innocent devil helper that he could summon, but no, he can summon multiple, that's right. Summoning multiple helper guys such as the bird type, which I guess is a dragon guy. Oh boy. Oh, but I guess the dragon guy also takes damage. What if we can eventually make him disappear that way? Okay, you know what, time to use a machine gun arm. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to kill when my guy has him pinned down that way. Oh boy. Isn't really working out, is it? Hang on. What if I go back to... or do I have any better weapons? I don't know. Let me try this out again. Just keep spamming the machine gun with... oh boy, really? Not bad? It's plenty bad, you know it. It is. There you go. So I guess the strategy I can do is pin him down and like have my guy punch him, which does more damage. There you go. Bunny hopping in Half-Life 2 is called ABH. Backwards bunny hopping. Kinda wondering how that would work in... well, how that would work, pretty much. Like I may have mentioned the only game in which I ever did bunny hopping that I was remotely good at was Thief 1, and that's because it's pretty much... it's kinda weird, the bunny hops in Thief 1 are like... kinda like the triple jump in Mario 64. Like it's a little bit tricky, but it's just a matter of getting the timing down. Right, guy, why are you just coming back to me when I punch the guy away? Oh, well, you can do that with that sword. I never knew that. Also, it might be a good idea to get the nerd to heal me right now. I'm gonna need a nerd's invincibility jar power up for, or something that comes after this. Spoiler alert, this fight is not as straightforward as it may first appear. There's a bit of a BS factor that's gonna come up before it's out. Start going backward, jump, crouch and release S, and you keep jumping when you hit the ground. And the game goes nuts and shoots you into supersonic speed. Oh boy. Sounds like a speedrunning glitch that I've seen in Mario 64 where you can like jump, do like a long jump and then go backwards, and if you land on like an edge you can get propelled backwards at a very high speed. I have no idea how they do it because I have no knowledge of speedrunning, but pretty sure it sounds kinda like that. Oh, we can do that, right? I forgot. Please don't summon your friend. Oh god damn it, he summoned a friend. Oh, that's fine, I can take care of him too. I think. Didn't know he had an ET battle type. Seems a little silly in retrospect. Oh, you can just do that. Oh, they all have very high defense if the Gatling gun really does 1 damage to them. Yeah, right away. Did he just run out, or do I actually have to kill the dude? Oh, yeah, kinda. That is my best. I think it's not good enough. So I've yet to see you do better. Ridiculous, but hey, it works. Hey, as long as it works. Speaking of which, let me try this. I think I can make more bombs now. There you go. Oh wow, that actually really hurts the battle type. Wasn't expecting it to. Oh, how much health does he have, though? Apparently a lot. It's not such good news. He just jumps right into the bomb. Hey, you can lead him right into the bomb too, that's kind of broken. Okay, so he's not going to go, you see, because I just not killed, but just keep hitting him for a bunch of damage with these bombs and he's still there. Oh, finally, Jesus Christ. There we go. Alright, time to power heal. It's like it compared to regular body helping because you can't see where you're going. Yeah, I would imagine. And if only I could, like, increase my attack power, this could be so much more effective. Strategy where I just unlock him forever. You know what, while I'm holding down the button, let me check how much health he has. He has 6,500 health. Oh boy. So yeah, it could theoretically be possible to kill him this way, but it would take quite a while. Because he has such ridiculously high defense. Yeah, damn it, I should be... The main reason I'm doing this is so I can power heal with the time heal. After I get my health up to a certain point, I'm gonna see if I can switch to a slightly faster strategy. Guess I could use my own, what you call it? My own bird familiar, such as the one that he summoned a while ago. If I can get to 300 at least. That should be enough for now. I'm not out of bullets, I don't know. Well, if apparently, you know, Gatling guns in video games, you just have unlimited bullets. That's my explanation for that. Alright, no. Does seem to be the case, you know. What if I try the feather sword? That's apparently one of the strongest weapons that I have in terms of raw damage output. Well, that's certainly quite a bit faster than, you know, the other method. Bicycle shot. What does this do? Okay. Sure, this works out. Oh god, summoning another guy. Oh, and it's a fucking a different battle type. What? He's allowed to do that? That sucks. I'll have to use some items, I think. Don't think the thing that comes after this would be quite as terrible. Worst. I don't know how much some of these items even heal for, except potions. 50 HP to 100 HP. Let me just a high potion. I can only have only allowed to have 3 of those at a time for some stupid reason. Hey, bird guy, why aren't you helping me? Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. Here's a problem. When you're not... Ow. What you killed it? I've never even used a Blizzard Breath, I don't think. Let's see if I can try that out. Oh, it doesn't really do anything to him, though. What about bone shots? Will that help? It kinda does, but mostly minor damage. Alright, let me use another high potion. This might be a good place to use the excess potions, actually, the ones that do full heals. And you might be wondering why I say that, given that I'm pretty much already done beating this guy, but... oh, there's a reason. Oh, there's a reason. And it's not as with the Saint Germain fight, where it's like, surprise, the boss is kind of easy, but then he gets a third health bar after you think you beat him. No, it's not quite that. No, it's worse. No time to use my last high potion, or I can just a bunch of regular potions too. Like, I'm only allowed to have 5 of those at a time, which is ridiculous. I don't know why the fuck they put a potion limit into this game. Well, my bird can finish him too. That is also an option. There we go.
Do not let the curse take hold of you. I'm certain that she would not wish you to pay such a price for your revenge.
To define the curse.
This thirst for bloody vengeance. This is not me.
Do you know how many things you've killed
Dracula's curse!
over the past 20 hours or so?
Oh, and you would not fall prey to the curse. Praiseworthy indeed. I wonder why. Was your desire for vengeance weak, or was your spirit strong? No matter. Either way, 'tis well finished.
It's our old friend Zed.
Been a great boon to me. The moment you wavered,
Whoops.
all I needed.
Was totally not suspicious.
Zed. So, you're the one behind all of this.
Try saying my name backwards, by the way.
You used me to revive Lord Dracula.
Even so, Devil Forge Masters alone are suffused in my master's magic. Thus only a Devil Forge Master can be the vessel for his reawakening.
As you know.
Would be the best material. Yes, much more so than Isaac. That is why I guided you here, so that you may fully regain your powers.
Who are you?
However, for Lord Dracula to be reborn in you, the curse had to take hold of you. When you rejected the curse, you proved to be useless. Truly, 'tis most unfortunate.
Oh my goodness.
Weapon.
What a twist.
None other than death.
Soon my master will enter Isaac's body. Though you were favored, Isaac will do. Dracula will once more walk the night.
And as for you, it is time for you to die.
Alright. So of course now we get the death fight, and we're thrown right into it with no chance to heal or rest or save or anything like that, so, you know. I think that if you... I think that if you use like a magical ticket to get out of here, you are forced to redo the Isaac fight if you come back, but I don't know. But imagine so though. So now we have to beat death, yeah. But we also have to steal from him. And the way to do that is, well, hang on, let me use all my normal potions. Oh, and my ice cream, I guess. I forget where I got that, but I'm pretty sure I can spare that. And we also need to steal from him, and the way we do that is waiting for him to do, I think, the move he's doing right now, so... which apparently he can do immediately after doing a different move, such as the scythe that chases you, so... Okay, never mind. I don't know what he just did, actually. So why am I using this weapon? Hang on. Should probably use a different one, like, I don't know, laser sword. Guessing it's gonna be a better option for this particular encounter. make like a mental note of Death's design here. Because that might come up later along with the... And by later I mean in a later game. Along with the design of the Minotaur and the design of the Iron Gladiator. Who are also from this game. Ow. Ow. Okay, you don't have to jump to hit him. That's an important thing to remember. Actually, I'm not sure if the move that I'm waiting for him to do so I can steal, he even does it during the first phase, or well, by the first phase I mean the phase that involves the first half of his health bar, I guess, or if he's only gonna do it after. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing like it's something like invisible hands here. I'm guessing that you can kind of see them closing. I'm guessing you don't want to be between them when they close. Oh. Alright, I reduced him to half health. Let me make another quick save. Which is secret saves, method that I'm using for this. My time manipulation abilities. Okay, he's rubbing his hands together. Oh, and he does a giant explosion. So I think what you need to... Yeah, it has a very, very, very small window of time. That he, after that explosion is finished, where you can steal from him, so... And I do want to do it, because I need to do that for a very particular purpose, like always. Ah, shit. Okay, did I get grabbed by the hands? It's not really about getting grabbed as much as it is getting hit by them. It doesn't look like they... Looks like they damage you just by touching you, so I guess that's it. Boy. Oh shit, they're not gonna do this. He just gains a bunch more bullshit moves like this during the second phase. Oh, okay. Damn it. I don't wish he would stop doing that though. Okay, there's a kind of reliable thing you can do, I guess, to try and dodge that. Jesus. It's also pretty goddamn relentless though, as you see. Oh, he can now do that twice in a row. He couldn't do that before. He only swung it once and then that was it. Oh goddamn it. I'm trying to get him to do the explosion. I don't want to kill him obviously before I steal, or else this will have been for naught. Just gonna do that. God damn it. Alright, come on, I'm ready. Why aren't you doing the thing that I want you to do? Out of my way. Okay. How far away do I need to be from him for him to want to do that move? Maybe that has something to do with it. Might just be the case. Alright, let me do a quick heal, I guess. See, I've been trying to save up the fairy's magic because I need to do the invincibility jar ability to get the opening I need for the steal, but god damn it. He's not fucking doing it, why? Is he really only gonna do it once? Does he have like a cooldown on that? So that's terrible if so. Do I need to like run way super far away for him to want to do it again? Is that it? Or is he just gonna do the bullshit fire dragon move now? It certainly looks that way. And throw other shit at me. Oh boy. Probably shouldn't do time heal during this because... Yeah, this is working out. Let me get back in there. Jesus. You know, in before he does it. Well, there's a time heal going on, and so I lose my chance because of that. Really doesn't look like he wants to do it at all, though. Like he's not... You're not realizing, Death, that the fire dragon thing isn't working out. It's getting old. Oh boy, the fucking grabby hand thing isn't working out either, don't you see? And this flaming scythe nonsense is also an old trick at this point. Please. Okay, damn it, fucking scythe barrage. Sickle barrage, I don't know. Oh, am I somehow getting... Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes, I guess when I do perfect guards, I can recover hearts. I don't know why. Oh my god, so really not gonna do it like at all, period. I think it might have something to do with that, like, I think there's like a very long cooldown between every time he does it. Might just have to reload state, I don't know. I don't see this happening. Oh. He's just content to do the thing. Yeah, you know what? Hang on a minute, let me reload the state. I hope it was before he used that. Because I really want that steel. And I think it's pretty ridiculous that he would go this long without even considering it. Oh, there we go. He's doing it now, immediately after I reload state, so I hope I timed it right. I'm mashing the B button now. She's not doing it, what? He didn't do it. Okay, hang on, that didn't work. Okay, load state again. It's this one. And this is ridiculous. I can't even imagine doing this on console. Alright, he's gonna rub his hands together. Right, I'm invincible. I'm mashing the B button because there should be an opportunity to steal, but there isn't. Why? What the fuck? A moment. What does this thing say? Stand next to him and steal when the move ends. Don't use the jar too early or you'll get hit by the explosion and wait too long or the window won't open up. Or you can use Magic Circle. Did I already do it in this timeline? I think so, yes. Let me go back in time yet again. This is my quest right now. I want to see if the thing even shows up, if the steal opportunity even appears. If I just stand next to him like this. Because I'm not seeing it, but like... Why? It shows up if... I saw it appear before, so why? Alright, might as well make a new save here. What if I don't use the invincibility jar? Do I need to run around? No, he still didn't appear. Why? Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna stay away from him and see if that changes anything. Because the cursor turns purple for a little bit to signify that the opportunity has opened up, the window has opened up, and there it was. So what the fuck? Oh, this is because I don't need to... Hang on a minute. Do I need to not be invincible during the... Or does the window not open up while I'm invincible? Is that it? Does this thing say anything about it? It does not, but I think it might have something to do with that. Don't wait too long or the window won't open up. Alright. Hang on. Oh wait a minute, this is after it's already happened, right? I need to travel back in time again. Okay, I'm determined to see the to get the timing down, right? Let me see. So if I do it immediately, which I did, let's see if the... Oh boy. Yeah, I think it has to do with that. Load state, slot... You know what, let me see if I can, like, just run away, very far away. No, it doesn't work. I mean, it does help me avoid it, but... I was hoping that he would somehow... what you call it? Get him to throw the fireball far away. It wouldn't reach right next to where he's standing. That didn't work, hang on. There is an alternate method that I'm reading about here. Let me see if I can even have enough time for that. It involves using the magic circle to go under and then... jumping out again where it ends. Damn it, it didn't work. I think I can see that working though, hang on. Also, I hear a lot of dogs barking. I guess they are also disappointed by my mysterious failure in this regard. Oh, damn it, I was almost out, but hang on a minute. Something I need to see about the magic circle, like... which I'm not able to see because there's shit in my face. Constantly. It's not immediate, it takes like 1 second to actually get out of the magic circle, so... With that in mind, let me see if I can learn the timing for that. Oh, well, what? Okay, I got it that time. It should have worked, but it didn't. Why? I'm standing right in front of him, too. Well, see, I'm determined to get this, so I'm just gonna keep going back and forth in time until I do this. And that's a lot of dog barking. So I'm gonna be, gonna stay right here. Oh, damn it, it didn't work again. And that time it actually didn't work. Also kinda sounds like there's someone telling the dogs to be quiet, but then they just keep on barking. Oh no. There we go, finally. Stole Death's Pulse. Alright, now we can kill him. But before I do that, should I do this right now? Because there's only one purpose for Death's Pulse. I don't know if it would be a good idea to do this right now. If it makes 1 7-bladed sword, 1 battle axe, 1 chop suey, and 1 Death's Pulse, we can get a special weapon. And I guess I'm gonna do it, because I don't think I have a use for any more of the these weapons, but might as well look at the description of Death Balls. Before we do that, it's a drumbeat from the Black Depths. Merely holding it sends shivers down your spine. And that's because if you fuse it, you can make Death Scythe, which is the ultimate weapon in the game. There's apparently a couple more... Oh, we need to make this. We're gonna make that, but... a couple more things that we can do that, or make that we haven't made yet. We need Miracle Egg for one of them, and we need Dark Matter for the other, so I don't think we're gonna make them, though. But yeah, let me save again. I certainly wouldn't want that too. Let me see how Death Scythe works against Death himself. Hang on. The ultimate dark weapon shrouded in mystery. Many have lost their lives trying to duplicate it. Oh boy. I'll do 70 per strike, which is well and all, but I'm sure I can do better than that with other weapons. Like the laser blade. I mean, it doesn't quite do 70. Actually, apparently it sometimes does better than that. Oh. And I'm not even going to be using an excess potion for this, am I? I can actually manage to beat this boss without that. Wow. What if I use the magic circle bullshit invincibility to beat him? Probably do that. Oh Christ. Why? Oh well, whatever. I don't need the fairy for anything else now, so... I'm just using the magic circle when I thought I was going to use the invincibility jar move, because I thought the invincibility, what do you call it? Yes, please speak quieter. Didn't know that the invincibility jar would remove the opportunity to steal. It's kind of a BS thing. Okay, but I guess that's finished then. So what next? A mere human has beaten me, even though this is chronologically that has happened like at least 3 times, I think, in the past, because this game is a direct sequel to Castlevania 3, so he already got beat in Lament of Innocence, he got beat in Castlevania 3, and he potentially got beat in Castlevania, what do you call it? Well, there's only one boss left here in Dracula's castle, but actually, wait a minute, what? Do I see a secret passageway? Yes, I do. Okay. I could also have gotten beat in Castlevania Legends, considering how canon you consider that to be. Okay, again, save. Because, as you might have seen, there's only one boss left, and that's the final boss. Well, here in the castle there is, but before we go take care of that, there are a couple more things I want to take care of. First, I'm gonna go see if I can go to the Tower of Evermore. So, it's back to Tower of Eternity for us. My current loadout with these dudes should be good enough. Maybe I should bring another fairy just to be safe. So it's back to the warp room. Oh, we could just use a magical ticket to warp back to the shop and save a little bit of time. I'm gonna do that actually. And yeah, take an extra ferry.
What can I get you today? What will it be today?
No, not this. Actually, I do want to buy some stuff as well. Don't know if I'm gonna need them for this, but
Will that do anything else?
I also want to buy some short swords. I don't know. How much bronze do I have? Because I think I want to do another 7-bladed sword. I do have a third accessory slot where I'm not wearing anything. It's kind of dumb. Ring, Storm Ring, Thunder, he doesn't support her. Making Gallus. Well, this one seems pretty good, I'm probably gonna be using that. Magic to protect against dark, against paralysis, against ice. I could have used some of these, I just didn't realize I even had that. But let me see. What else did I want to check? Oh yeah, the Seven-Bladed Sword. Seven-Bladed Sword is one of two weapons, the other one being Death's Scythe, where it has the dark element. The dark and edgy element. So I want to make it a Damascus Sword. And, which I don't need, an Ada, which I need a Gano. Let's see, should be able to make that. Ada, I don't know. Krishnaga and Damascus Sword. And to make the Seven-Bladed Sword, I need how many more? I need 5 more short swords, okay.
Come on in. What can I get you?
Thankfully you can buy those here, in case you run out of bronze, which I did.
Thank you. Thanks as always. Take care.
So I guess just for curiosity's sake, I want to see which of these two weapons... Oh, wait a minute, I'm not done yet.
Come on in. What can I get you?
I want to see which of
What do you
the...
like? You took good care of it.
Oh, damn it, I didn't want... Damn it.
Take care.
I wanted to check their stats before I summoned it in. Well, let's see. Regenta has that. I don't know. I think I'm gonna store that one.
Come on in. What can I get you today? Which do you like? That do take
Just wanna see, just for the hell of it, which of the,
You took good care of it. Take care.
the two dark weapons has a better performance against the secret boss. Which is a very unique enemy indeed. Okay, yeah, I'll take you. Level could be higher though, but it does have time heal. Well, I'm pretty sure it's a she, even though it looks like that. Time heal and healing zone, which might actually be a good thing for us. I'm probably gonna bring it out so that it can level up and potentially unlock more abilities, so... off to the Tower of Evermore we go. Meaning we need to go to Tower of Eternity, meaning we have to go to the forest, I'm pretty sure. That's where the entrance to that place is. Tower of Eternity and the Forest of Shigramund. Or however you're supposed to pronounce that, I don't know. Let's see. To get there, we go behind where I'm looking right now, so you know that's a good start. Yeah, thank you. But she'll bring out the old Gatling gun again. Even though I have Death's Scythe, I get the feeling that's still gonna be a better deal for the most part. Oh boy. Especially against these guys, who all of a sudden have way higher defense against it than they should. Is that possible, I ask? Seriously not dying. Sure, they're not even supposed to be that high level. Level 25. Oh, well, there we go. Finally. Is it this way or... Yes, it is this way. There we go. That's how it should go. Truly do not know why it didn't. So let's see, is it this way? It's not this way, it's... but I got hit, so I guess I'm being thrown in that direction. Right, back I go. And into the save room I go. Because I could potentially die while attempting this, so I hope I don't. I like to think I'm well equipped at this point. So let's just quietly walk past all of these things out here and go back into the tower and see exactly how this is gonna work. Do I have to kill everything again, or can I... No, I have to kill everything again. Okay, well, time for Tower of Eternity round 2, I guess. Gonna have to fight my way back to the top because I can't fast track it. Welcome back, Lizardman. Welcome to the gauntlet where I just stand in one place and shoot everything. And do this for 50 floors so that I can do it again for 50 more floors after I'm done. I probably should have realized this earlier. It would work like this. Just not turn the animations for the minigun. Yeah, you pretty much just slide. Oh, hey, free potion and a free magical ticket. Oh well, so these respawn, I guess, because I'm pretty sure I got this magical ticket before. First time I did this, and now it's back. You know, in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have spent 1,000 gold on the potions. I can just get them for free here. Oh, but whatever. It's not like I'm gonna use that for anything else. I already bought the what do you call it? The sacrifice doll, which is just for the sake of doing extra life, pretty much. I don't even know if I'm gonna use that. I think the dual boss fight you have to do with Isaac and Death is pretty much the hardest boss in the game. Well, I don't know. I say that, but I don't remember if I've ever even beaten the secret boss. I fought it, but I forget if I might have given up because the thing about that boss is that, what do you call it? One of the things that makes it so difficult is what stupidly high defense it has. That's pretty much why you need a specialized weapon to even challenge it. And I'm pretty sure I didn't have any of those weapons when I tried to fight it on my own, so... Slightly related to our render distance. Anything over 8 chunks makes the server have a hard time catching up. Oh boy. I don't know. There was one thing that I was told would help that I turned off. Something to do with, I don't remember what it was, but it had like a silly name. In the options. Should probably look into that. I think that helped a little bit, but yeah, I only got the thing where sometimes the latency is fine and sometimes it takes like... There's like a minute of delay between doing something and it actually showing. We need these wild memories, but might as well pick it up. What floor am I on? 13th floor. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Even when I have a fucking Gatling gun, these guys are still really annoying. Ugh. Certainly not able to hit the guy behind the guy right in front of me. Alright, whatever. I don't know what render distance I had like in the options when I was playing on the server though. Something tells me that it wasn't even that great. Remember I was using 10. I don't know. So I should probably check that too. Oh, it's not over, okay. I'll have to check what I'm using then. I want to say that it's not because of that though, like that should not have been up that high for me. Once you do end up joining, I'll let you peruse my cyberware blueprints. Boy, I'm getting petrified, that's great. I forgot that was a thing in this game for a while. Oh, what did he drop? Sun side up egg, okay. And the fucking items that you can only get through rare drops in this. Wait, the Fleeman. It moves so quickly I don't even know how effective the Gatling gun. Oh, apparently quite effective. It's the answer. Also just got a new ability for the fairy here that I haven't even looked at yet. It tells me that may be a good idea to look at it. Let me see. Didn't need this jet lag either, but might as well. Skull bomb. An explosion that damages everything in the vicinity beyond guard or visual hurt. Well, something tells me, well, I know for a fact I've already fought the final boss once, but this will be pretty much useless against the final boss, I can tell you that much. That's how that battle works. You will see how that works. Hey, I see you made it to the stream, lizard man. Too bad I just had to shoot you in the face a million times. See, this is from the alternate future where we don't beat Dark Souls and instead we end up like becoming creatures in a weird dark fantasy world. All because we weren't able to beat Dark Souls. Oh my god. I sure do love it when I get jumpy enemies that are so jumpy they just get out of the range of my stupid gun. is very funny. I guess I better use a potion so that I can not waste the ones that are just being thrown my way here. Oh jeez, okay. Well, time to switch weapons, I guess, because this isn't gonna work against these guys. There we go. You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna use the laser blade from now on. So I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be more of these flying enemies I see. Try to get these guys, for which it would probably be better to use the Gatling gun. Just keep backing away from you. There we are. That fucking guy won. Oh, did he drop something else, like another food item, Piroshki, okay. But Piroshki was dropped by the Executioner, Slaughter enemy in Dawn of Sorrow. Is it Piroshki? Yeah, I think it is. Keep forgetting if it's that or Pierogi, which I'm pretty sure is also a thing. Oh my god. Oh, whatever. I can take care of this. These fucking dinosaur riders like in that really ridiculous Mortal Kombat game that Rich Prey made fun of one time. Alright, come on. We're almost a third done with this ordeal. Oh. Stop it. Or should I just have this selected? Hang on. Why do these guys, the fucking worst enemy type there is, are the ones that spawn on and on? See, the dogs are upset again because of these guys. I'm sure you can hear that. These assassin zombies, they sure are. Only the second worst enemy type. Or maybe they're tied, I don't know. I really do not like them both. And they just keep coming and coming, Jesus Christ. Of course they do. So this last ability, I think it's not going to unlock with just killing things. Hang on. Let's see if I can figure out how it does unlock then. It might actually do, but just gotta kill a ton of things before it does. Let's see. That ability unlocks by enemy defeats. Enemy defeats. Okay, no, they are all enemy defeats. So never mind, I just have to keep killing things. It's just gonna be killing a ton of things before anything happens. I guess. Kinda sucks it has to be that way. Oh, the dogs are really going at it. I wonder what's got them all riled up. be that helicopter noise that I heard. Something tells me that they don't really care about that though. Oh, there we go, finally Clever and Refresh, which apparently is an automatic thing and it cures you of any ailment. Oh, this guy stole my serum, but or uncurse, right? Serums are green. Oh, and I get it back. I don't think I've ever even seen like one of those thief enemies disappear or run away after stealing something from you. I just kind of stick around and wait for you to kill them so you can get it back.
Castlevania birds, Castlevania birds, they're my darkest nightmare.
Well, there are a lot of Castlevania birds in this. This is true. This is in fact the case. Right, we're almost to the top of the first tower, but then we have to do the second tower. Which I still don't know how that's gonna go. Please, Skeleton, why? Why do you not constantly cluster around the place where I can conveniently get to you and kill you? Honestly. The nerve. There we go. You know, there's a part of me that was kind of wishing that I would level up from this, but I really don't know if I can count on that happening. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yep, just keep doing that. I'm trying to steal from it, but apparently that's not gonna happen. I have a sound request in the future. What will that be? Do you want to see right now? Crazy chocobo lyric. If we can write a chocobo. Oh boy. You know, when I played that game, I was kind of disappointed at how I wasn't even able to find the place where... Well, I can't remember. In 13.2, does it play every time you ride an actual chocobo? I want to say yes, but at the same time I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. So, like, thinking about it, I only really remember hearing it in, like, the... Or rather, I wanted to say you hear it in the chocobo races thing in the casino place, but I don't remember if I ever even did that. Because, I don't know, when I played the casino area seemed kind of incomplete. Even though I played the version that had all the DLC crap installed already. No, I think it might have actually been the fucking default chocobo riding theme. The only place in you ride a rambunctious chocobo, alright. So I vaguely remember that, like, the same music plays every time we ride a chocobo. Come on, please. Hector, what happened to our combos there? What floor am I on now? 49 floor, okay, this is the final floor. Where I have to kill things. Also, hang on a minute. Hold the fucking phone here. You should have the long glide, okay. I was gonna say, I didn't just accidentally come all the way over here and didn't even bring a bird that didn't have the long glide, did I? That would have been terrible. Alright, probably also gonna do a save state here, because I have no idea how to do this next part where you go from one tower to the next. And it's entirely possible that I might screw it up, so... Okay, the first time I came up here I had a kit bag. Alright, this is where I got the thing that lets you have more than 2 accessories. Okay, so now we summon the bird. We reveal the bird inside us. There's also battle music for the arcade Dissidia, okay. So what we do is, I need to line this up just right. I need to glide over this long distance. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't have to glide all the way, okay. And now we're on the second tower, the Tower of Evermore, and I don't know what we just got because the thing was in the way. And supposedly this is supposed to be quite a bit more difficult than the other one, so we summon Algernon here. Feeling that his Purify ability might come in handy for this. Yep, level 75, oh well. Oh well, that's right off the bat, you fucking hit with these fuckers. Oh my god, they keep coming? No, okay, they don't, but there's quite a few of them. Something tells me that I can only use Purify on, like, smaller enemies though. Oh my god, that hurt. Oh Jesus Christ, this guy has a ton of health. Devil Shard, okay. So he did die. Yeah, I sure hope I can clear this place. I'm actually not sure how difficult it's gonna turn out to be. No. Oh, oh. Hey, don't kill my guy, come on. And of course, in this tower you have to make your way to the bottom from the top. As you may have noticed. Quite a turnaround on things. Quite a bamboozlement. It's the exact opposite of what you had to do before. Oh. And of course you got all these enemies that hit quite a bit harder than their counterparts from the other tower. That are more durable. I'm already wondering how good of an idea this was. I think I'm in a pretty good position to try and attempt this at least. Oh boy, okay, we got one more floor of shit, I'm pretty sure, before we can heal and rest up. We could just heal with like a very familiar or what have you, but I want to get to the first rest spot at least. Alright, one of the big old gladiators is dead. Oh, these guys have a ton of health. Yeah, but at least this will be a good way for me to get levels too. Watching a bunch of scenes from the new It movie. Don't actually watch the movie because I can't handle spooks. Okay. Clowns still aren't scary. Yeah, I don't know. I remember that when I was like 10 or 11 or something, my cousins and I rented the old It movie with Tim Curry, and I was like, you know, this really doesn't seem that scary. You Even though apparently everyone's terrified of this. Oh my god, really? Okay, never mind. I thought there was gonna be a rest spot here, but apparently not. Apparently you have to wait even longer for that. I'll just go ahead and start using the heals now so I can replenish my hearts and take advantage of that. Oh, ow, ow. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. We're getting to the point where these guys don't die in one hit. That's quite a scary thought. For how strong they must be that is the case. So I get the feeling that if we do get any rest spots in this tower, they're gonna be every 10 floors instead of every 5. That's my theory right now. Scary vampires, oh boy. Thanks for the bitch, Lambda. Oh boy. Oh wow, that hurt a lot, goddamn. That move, that is a pretty bullshit move to even try to block her. Avoid. Hurt a lot. It's not something I'm particularly thrilled about, I gotta tell you. Oh, and he just did it all of a sudden without any warning. That's... So I don't like that move. I don't like these enemies a lot. Oh well, you can just like stomp and all of a sudden he's doing the rush. It's really not good. Right, one of them's dead at least. Oh. Oh well, that hurts a lot too. That is absolutely disgusting. Oh god, just do it again. There. Dodge. There, thank you. How many health do these fuckers have? How much health? There. Jesus Christ. Oh, this is a good, press. Oh my god. Already, immediately, there's more of these fuckers, and immediately they're trying to rush me with that move. Oh my god. The flea men also have a stupidly high attack power in this, because that would be even more disgusting. They do, okay. I'm glad we're on the same page, at least. Whatever. Please do not do that. Now this guy, please. Oh my god, no, don't do that. Right, well, I'm running out of magic with this fucking fairy, so time to kill it, I guess. Or not, never mind. That is 4 magic. Or hearts. It's not magic. What am I talking about? Oh jeez, I can just shove off the... what do you call it? Okay, please die, thank you. Oh, that was fortuitous. And now there's gonna be 10 of these guys. Nope, there's gonna be Fleeman. Oh, god damn it. Oh, and those guys. Forgot they did that. Oh, Jesus Christ, why do you keep doing that? How dare you, honestly. Alright. Oh, that uses 20 hearts. It only used, or it used 30. Okay, so I haven't made it to the floor 40 yet. What's gonna be in here? It's a high potion, but there's also fucking thieves and shit. Oh my god. Oh, please do not fucking get out of here. Yes, I know you stole my shit, that's why I'm trying to get it back. So even in the rest spots that have potions and shit, there's still gonna be fuckers, I see. Please get back here, I do not like you. It just dawned on me that I should probably use the Gatling gun to fight the Red Ogres. Alright. Use the high potion so that I can get another one here. That'll help. Yeah, we're doing it. Right, this has to work out somehow. Let's find out. Okay, these guys are annoying, but at least I can take care of them fairly easily. Well, fairly easily compared to the other enemies that show up here. Please. Why can I not kill the White Dragon there? Right, now that I've killed those things, why don't I just sit back and use this? Alright, there you are. There we go. Please get up so that I can kill you, thank you. Wonderful. See how much more useful this is gonna be. Final guard 75. How do I get the feeling that's a final guard that's like stronger than the final guards from the corridor and the castle? At least the Blaze Phantoms are kinda a joke. Fuck's sake. They're also very numerous, unfortunately. Excessively numerous. Where the fuck did he go? Boy, I could certainly... You know, I don't even drink, but I could go for some whiskey with how this tower is going so far. Oh my god. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're not gonna do it, are you? Not gonna fucking be hittable. Okay, they fucking hurt. Of course, the final guards are actually stronger than their counterparts that I've already fought, because I wouldn't they be? I think I finally wiped out the fucking Blaze Phantoms at least. Alright. What if I try out that scythe? Let's see how that works. Oh, okay, so this hits pretty hard too, at least. Spooky Death Scythe. Oh boy. Some adamantite that I don't even need. Alright. My goodness, this might take a little while longer than I was expecting. Oh my god. Fucking fishmen. What level are they? Level 45, I've seen worse. Time to equip the sword, I think. Fuck it. One day I'll hit them there. Oh, why? Oh my god. I just love how spryly they move. I know I do. Alright. Sorta kind of managed to pick myself back up there, but... Oh wait, lizard salmons. And they don't even hit that hard either, that's good. And of course the final guards have extremely inordinate amounts of health. This could be expected of the inflated level enemies here. But whatever. Did I make it to 35 or something yet at least? It's 35, yes. Oh, it sure is a shame that... Oh my god. Sure is a shame that I don't really have anything new to say, because it's pretty much just... this for 50 floors, I don't know. So I'll steal some either while I can. There we are. Well, at least I do technically have another ferry on standby. In case this one... in case I desperately need one enough, that's... Oh, for fuck's sake, fucking... chain punching efforts. Please do not do that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Of course they're gonna do that. They're gonna take for fucking ever to die, alright. Whatever, at least they didn't do that much damage per punch. I think I need the, what do you call it? I need the wizard guy for this, I might as well. You're creating a double shard. You are, aren't you? I don't know why it's so easy for some enemies to, or some devils to produce that one. Oh my god, what? Why the fuck do they do that much damage? I have to ask. It's quite a legitimate question. Oh wait, what? I don't even need to kill them? But I do though. I do need to kill them. Christ. I would like to at the very least steal from them first, which I... Oh, for fuck's sake. Should have had plenty of chances to do so already. You know what, forget it. Just... summon the guy so I can kill them. I don't know if this is where I even do this, but... Guy, come on. You know what you're gonna do. You're the only one who can take care of these fucking things. These obscenities. So why don't you do it? No, don't hit them with that. You know what you're gonna hit them with. And that's not it. See, they just reassemble, so... Ah. Okay, can potentially die here, so let's not do that. Okay, yeah, there you go, that's how you kill them. So why don't you just do that move? Let's even wait. Come on, guy. You know better than to wait. Maybe he needs to reassemble once before that move is opened, maybe? I don't know. Well, he just did it again, so maybe. Don't really see why that would be the case, though. Oh, the fucking dogs are still going at it. Oh, I should have used that normal potion there. Oh well. I should have used a normal potion there regardless, because I just wasted that by not using a normal potion and picking that one up. Oh well. Okay, this is terrible. Why are there fucking blood skeletons and also final guards? Who thought this was a good idea? Okay, well, at least he's taking care of them properly this time. Just gotta wait for him to do his thing, I guess. Oh. What does a fucking shield fire do so much damage anyway? Oh, Jesus Christ, well, I'm in danger of dying again. Just use those now. They might even be lurking here. And the destructible things. Oh hey, it's large meat. We should really be destroying these more. I feel like I've been missing a bunch of stuff like that. Why is my wizard guy not destroying any of the blood skeletons? That's why I brought him out. Can't even... Oh, there we go. He dealt with one of them at least. Can't even, like, prod him to do that specifically, because there's no way. Oh. Honestly. How rude. Alright. Right, finally. Now it's time to bring out the fairy again. Why am I using an item? I'm not using an item. Or trying to, at least. Trying to kill things and not die myself. So what floor am I on now? Floor 30, okay. See, what if I just go by? I just realized I didn't even have to kill these guys. I can just grab that and go. There we are. Fucking ice dragons, they're the worst. The worst of the dragon variety. So, varieties, I guess. Guessing they're the real challenge of this room, and not the fishermen. So we're almost half done with this tower. Certainly hope we don't die, because that would make me very melancholic. I don't even remember what we get here, like by clearing both of these towers except the miracle egg. Which I'm pretty sure is not enough reason by itself to, you know, do all this. It would be ridiculous. Oh. Oh boy. What level are these dudes? Level 47, okay, that's not so bad. I think these are the same executioners that you fight near the end of Dracula's castle. So there's that. They're actually not that bad. It kind of feels like some of the enemies, not all of them, but some of the enemies are actually getting easier as we go further on here. Christ, I sure do love being able to see what I'm doing. Right. Oh, probably should have waited for that fairy thing to work more. Oh yeah. It might be a good idea for me to just up and I don't know, like clear this and leave the other two things that are left to do in the game, which are the secret boss and then the final boss for another stream, because it's getting to where well, it hasn't been quite 3 hours so far. I don't know, maybe I should do the whole thing now. There's really not that much stuff left to do. Like I said before, and by before I mean at the end of the previous stream that I did. But it is it's probably because I started a bit late. Could have eaten into the time that I had anticipated that I'd have been starting the second game that I'm going to be playing tonight. That's one of the final spooky games. Did I do it? I did it. Okay. I'm going to go on level 44. Yeah, this feels like getting easier, I don't know. Maybe that's just how the tower's laid out, like... Is it getting easier before I get fucking stun locked like that? Well, I know how to deal with this. Just do this. And I avoid things and don't fucking get hit by that shit. That would be ideal. Of course, ideal, you know, what is and what should be is not often the same. Well, I'll tell you what, this unicorn seems quite a bit more aggressive than the ones that actually are in the Infinite Corridor. A bit more relentless with their shit. Which lasts for too long. There we go, finally caught them. Boy, now it's unicorns and ectoplasms. Guess I'm gonna get cursed. Maybe, I don't know. I might get cursed, but at least I'm not losing health. I'm actually doing quite good on the health department right now. Oh boy, it's these fuckers and these guys are actually... Oh my god, no. Damn it, I was trying to avoid that. Oh, I thought they was gonna start rushing me there, like that. Exactly like that. Thank you for demonstrating, friend. At least now I know it's probably better to just keep my distance and do this. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Gonna keep them both in my sights so that they don't do anything ridiculous, like one of them starts doing that while not being visible to me. I hate how when they're like doing the wind up for that move, it just looks like they're preparing to do a normal swing. Just like a jeep, pretty much. It looks like they're in sync right now. Trying to do it at the same time. Oh shit, when they do it, and then they do it and they hit, and I am very sad. And of course now I am running low on magic to heal. So why wouldn't that happen? And why don't they die? Jesus Christ. The sheer amount of fucking health they have too is ridiculous. Oh, god damn it, I was hoping to be able to avoid that just because of the fact that that guy was poisoned, but I guess poison wore off. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, and before I die here. Oh my god, I did die. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to not be doing this tower. Let me see what you get from it. Well, other than the what's it called? The miracle egg, which rip that, I suppose. Vampire blood and miracle egg. Yeah, you know what? That's not really worth it. I was in floor. What's in floor? Yeah, apparently the enemies don't really get that much worse after the first handful of floors, but I see that there would have been another red ogre very close to the bottom, and no thanks. So no, what I'm going to be doing now is not going to be attempting that again. Instead, I'm heading over to Garibaldi Temple to do something that will probably be a bit easier than this, which is killing the secret boss. That's the ultimate super difficult hidden challenge of this game. And pretty much the reason why I got... well, I wanted to get either the seven-bladed sword or Death's Scythe, which I figured I'm gonna use the Gatling gun while I'm on the way there. Both of these weapons have the dark element, which is what you need for this next boss. Who is a very, very difficult opponent, and also clearly must be a very unique opponent, something the likes of which we've never seen before and never will see again. But before we get into that, let me see. Need to get down to the... lower left portion of the map here, which means we have to go this way. And we have to be walking for a while. Until we get to the basement, which is where the boss is lurking. Oh well. So there's one hidden challenge in Castlevania that I'm probably never going to beat now. But I've experienced it and felt extremely unfulfilled by the challenge of it, which is the Tower of Evermore. And it's kind of a shame. Oh yeah, I went back in time technically because I died, so the Proboscis Fairy isn't even gonna have the abilities that it unlocked in the other timeline. Oh well, I can just kill things. Kill things on the way and hope that that helps us get there, but I don't know. If we try to kill everything on the way, it's gonna take a while to even get there, though. I just try to quickly shuffle past. I can't wait until we play this Dark Souls game together on stream. And then we spent another 3 years going through all the Gaiden Dark Souls entries, and we never play anything else. We just do that for the rest of our lives. It's kind of funny because I'm pretty sure by the time we finish Dark Souls 2, which should be very soon, we'll pretty much have spent 1 whole year playing Dark Souls together on stream like this. Well, not like this as in like right now, but like we've been doing. Alright, one day we'll get there. Oh, goodness. Right, this is not it. It is the... well, the next room leads to the passageway, at least. Also, spoiler alert, there's pretty much one reason why you would want to clear the Tower of Evermore, which I didn't. And that is to get the second miracle egg, because you need 2 of those for a very specific purpose. I need to use one of them to craft the pumpkin head, which is what I did with the one I got, and then use the other one to craft the Pico Pico hammer, which is the squeaky hammer. And if you have those, you can mix them together into another thing, which is a pumpkin hammer. And if you get that, see, I'm telling you all this because I'm not expecting to be able to do it at this point. Can use it to go to that hidden ID room in Dracula's castle and hit the thing in the middle of the room to awaken a secret innocent devil type, which is a pumpkin type. And the main stick that the pumpkin type has is that it's pretty much worthless in combat, but the reason you get it is because it has some stat boosts that it gives you when you summon it. I really don't think I need that at this point, so, you know. And there's also some ridiculous complicated combinations of weapons you need to use to even be able to evolve all of its different forms. Kinda like with the devil's final form on the Chop Suey. There's only one way to get that, and that's with that weapon. It's kind of the same deal with the different evolutions of the pumpkin type. And you know, at this point I'm like pretty sure I have a bunch of those weapons, if not all of them. At this point I'm like, who cares? I've spent so much on this game, I just want to get it done. Oh, fucking blood skeletons. Don't think I will be bothering with you, especially after what you did to me over in the other level 75s too. That's great. Over in the Tower of Bullshit, okay. So I don't really know what would be the best fairy to use for this. Or devil, I guess, not necessarily fairy, but just gonna go with fairy, I think. It's time for the super secret, super completely unprecedented and unknown boss that lurks in this dark, deep corner of the game that you're not ordinarily supposed to know about. So let me equip the Death Scythe and kill some of these evil cores. Oh, or not, since they're resistant to it. Well, a lot of the enemies in this are going to be resistant to... God damn it. Resistant to darkness, actually, which is the element that this has. Guess we're not gonna be bothering with them on the way to the boss room, though, I guess. And you can grind additional miracle eggs from these things, actually. They're the rare drop. And I would maybe do that to get the pumpkin type, since I only need one more, but the thing about that is that it's a pretty rare drop, that's why. It's one of the rarest drops in the game, from what I recall, but anyway. Time for this completely unknown mystery boss that we've surely never seen. Or will see again. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, it's our old friend, the giant big old ball of bodies, aka Legion. Never mind, I guess we have seen this guy before, oh well. And is the volume quieter than normal, actually, because I think this has one of my favorite... Yeah, it is. Let me turn that up. There we go. This is actually one of my favorite boss themes in the whole series, so... So let's walk past these corpses that have the big old heads. Actually, you mostly need the dark weapons for the second form of this boss. I don't know if they're going to be as useful for the first form, but... Well, the way the first form works is basically chip away at the big old ball of bodies here. Oh boy. And yeah, these guys with the bulbous heads, they just walk up next to you to try and kill themselves in your face. But there's, oh boy. couple of ways you can steal from this. Well, it has two forms rather, and each of the forms has a unique steal, I'm pretty sure. I don't even remember how to steal from the second one, or I don't think I'm gonna bother to try and do so either, but you steal from the first one, which should be considerably easier to do, as you have to chip away all of its corpsey shell, and once that's done, you can steal from the core pretty much any time. Ow. Also, these guys hurt for a lot more than I thought they would. Right, there we go. Should be stealable now. It's just a matter of actually doing it. Which I just failed to do, I think. How about... Surely... You know, both of the steals you can get during this fight are... just like consumable food items or what have you. This isn't even really that important. Right, there we go. So if I can get to that thing... Stole pizza, there we go. Might as well heal one more time. There it goes. It crashes down to the bottom, but of course it's not over yet. Because the core does something that it never fucking does in the 2D games where this enemy shows up. He turns into this guy. It's the real boss, pretty much. So let me make a save state, because I don't know how well this is gonna go. I don't think I've ever beaten this guy on my own, actually. But then again, I've never reached him with these weapons, so... He's Nucleize, which I think is a bad... I don't know if it's on purpose that it's like that, but it's either a bad transliteration of nucleus, or it's just supposed to sound like nucleus. And he hits quite hard with the pretty unique looking attacks that he has, as you can see. Okay. It's easier to dodge than I thought it would be. Stretchy arms. Well, I'm doing decent damage with this, but like, let me show you how much damage a normal weapon does. Bit of a difference, isn't it? Let me try out the 7-bladed sword, actually, which is the other weapon that you get specifically for this fight. It also has dark elements. Oh god, it's healing one of its friends. I just now realize that. Oh, it's growing into a big old boy. Oh, back to Death's Scythe, though. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I never saw this before. I never even got to this point. But hey, it looks like I'm actually gonna get him this time. I get the feeling at this point I just want to wait for him to do the big jump, and then we can get a few chip hits in, and that's it. Also, hey, default as you're back. Oh yeah, actually let me check real quick, just kind of out of curiosity at this point. How do you even steal from this guy, and what do you steal? You steal your perfect guard... Yeah, fuck that. Perfect guard attack where he tries to grab you with his stretchy arms, then steal from his head. Yeah. Well, what you steal is Napolitana pasta, I guess. Oh, he doesn't permanently turn into the giant guy, I guess. He turns back eventually. I don't know if they expect you to, like, if they designed him with the idea that you were gonna have the dark weapons when you fight him or not. Something tells me they don't. You know, they make him go back to the normal form after he becomes a giant. Alright, that was exciting. So do you even get anything from that out of just... or other than just the satisfaction of having done that. I guess not. Can't even climb back up to the top of this place now. That ship has sailed. So yeah, we beat this secret boss of the game. That was so much less eventful than I thought it would be. But now that we've done that, let's... I think I've seen enough of this game. Let's go beat the game. Let's go kill the final boss, the actual final boss. First we're going to... Well, do I have enough potions, like... regular potions? Yes, I do. What does the pizza description say? Simple is best, thin crust with cheese topping. Cheese topping and pepperoni and like, what is that, mushrooms? I don't know. But hey, the only way you can get pizza in this game is if you steal it from that boss, so there you go. I think I'm gonna want my laser blade back for this final fight though. Guessing the guy we're off to fight now, who I'm sure is... Actually wait, we need to change our... I almost forgot, we need to change our wizard guy out, at least for the first wizard guy that we evolved, which has the star meteor move. Which I wanted to evolve specifically because it comes in handy for this boss.
Which do you like?
Put away Algernon and take out
Which do you like?
Alistair, that's his name. Let's bring out Alistair. I don't think we've looked him in the eye for a while. She looks like that. I don't even know if he's gonna be useful for like... or if there's gonna be any point having him out for this part, because... it's gonna be the preliminary... well, the first part of the fight, I guess. Let's see... who should I have out for this? For this part, I guess the crow or the devil, maybe. I'm gonna take out the crow. And... save what will hopefully be our last save of the game. And go face our destiny here. Actually, there is one more save point that's like further ahead, isn't there? Oh well, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna be... well, I hope I don't die during this next fight, so... so with any luck it shouldn't matter, so... go up here to the big old room that... I have no clue how it's supported structurally. But it's in every fucking Castlevania game, and we walk past it to... yet another room like that. It's even more of a mystery in fucking Bloodlines, I think, where there's a bunch of rooms like this in a row. Well, there's some debris just floating here, so I guess that might be a handwave for once. Alright, so in we go. And let's see what is up right now with...
The traitor Hector.
oh boy.
Lord Dracula, you are reborn.
Why did you betray me?
Why did you unleash your hatred upon the humans? When you began slaughtering them indiscriminately, I had no choice but to disobey you.
You side against me for the sake of humans. Humans are not worth the air they breathe. I was simply cleansing the world.
Humans are not worth the air they
Place to
breath.
judge the worth of humans.
The powerful always judge the weak. The humans made their judgment of me as well. Thus, I sentenced them to extinction. Sympathy is merely a form of weakness. You betrayed me, Hector, and for that, the punishment is death.
I stand ready. I will not flee as I did before.
When was that actually? Well, I guess before when... Like, I guess he betrayed Dracula when... Like, before he was... Yeah, before he was defeated, that would make sense. And he pretty much left Trevor to do the actual killing of Dracula. So yeah, we get to fight Dracula again, even though it's kind of weird. The way Dracula is presented in this is kind of reminds me of the Oracle games in, what do you call it? Oh yeah, I think this is, this boss fight with two faces, by the way, in case you were wondering. And pretty sure each of the two faces has two unique steals as well. Or rather, there's a unique steal for each face, I guess, is how you phrase it. And you can already see how to get first steal, I see. They do the thing where he's like, I reduce you to ashes, and he teleports behind you, nothing personnel, and... Oh. And if you manage to dodge that, that's when the window opens up, I see. Oh, I think when he's... Yeah, when he's... Oh my god. When he goes to his throne and something's about to happen. I did remember something like that. Also, thanks for the bit, Red Bear. Before I forget. Something else I was saying is that this kind of reminds me of how you fight Ganon in the Oracle games, other games. Where he's like, I can't steal from him though. I don't really care at this point, to be honest. I only wanted a small handful of unique steel boss items. And yeah, I'm just stealing from him and it's not doing anything. I don't know what's up with that. And I already got all of those, so at this point it's like, who cares? Only wanted items that can be used to make unique weapons. I already made all the unique weapons I wanted, so I stole tomato juice from him, though. I think the only thing that you can use there's a different item that you can steal from his second form. And you use that to make special armor, I think. So, oh boy, he's gonna reduce me to ashes. Okay. He didn't reduce me to ashes. That's nice. Okay, now time to summon the devil, I think. Because my crow's taking a beating. Oh boy, it's gonna be doing the explosive circle instead of the eye lasers thing he was doing before, I guess. Comes. Oh, what? He actually got me? I thought I had dodged that. Okay. See, that time I would have been like, how the fuck did he get me if he had got me? Oh shit. Of course he does this when he's about to be killed. How will I? My guy took care of him. What now? Power of Darkness. Alright, now for one of the most bullshit Dracula final forms in the series. Time to heal. And time to bring out this guy. Which is the reason I brought him for this fight. Because he has this move. Hang on. I thought it was that move at least. Was it that move? Maybe it was this. I don't think it was. It had to have been this one. I thought that would do way more damage than it does. Maybe I was deceived. Actually, I'm curious about something. I've been curious about this for a while. Can I hurt him with a Gatling gun when he's that far away? No, I can't. Shit. Alright, I guess we're just gonna summon the fairy then. Oh, right, I still have the script. I forgot. This kind of reminds me of the Forgotten One fight in Lament of Innocence too. A little bit. Why am I doing so much less damage now? Oh, wait a minute. Is it because this guy gives me stat bonuses, maybe? Maybe that's why? I don't know. That might be why. Because I was doing so much more damage before. Pretty sure I was using the same weapon and everything. Oh well, whatever. So he leaves this red trail when he punches. I'm pretty sure that actually... I forgot about this move though, I'll tell you what. If I'm going to be honest. Okay, I think after he does the big punch too is when you have a chance to steal from him. Yeah, but I'm not really concerned about that right now. When I just run out of magic for this fairy, I can just bring out the other one that I brought. Man. Okay. He's gonna be doing lasers now, isn't he? Oh, right. I forgot that move existed. Hang on, let me use a high portion and normal portions. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting to load all of those. Okay, never mind. I don't see when you get the chance to steal, after all. So just for good measure, let me go ahead and summon the other fairy and use that one as my backup, I guess. Time heal. Oh shit, I forgot this one doesn't have the... well, time heal is still good, but I would still prefer, like, oh, he has the healing field. Come on, do the healing field. I actually need it now. Well, that kind of worked out until he did that. Why did you make it over there? Damn it. Okay, let me use all my potions, so I really don't want to die at this point. Have any other disposable healing items? I don't think I do. That sucks. Okay, I'm very close now, so I really don't want to die. Of course, he puts it right over my fucking healing field. Alright. Here's my chance to heal. Hey guys, I'll put down what do you call it? Warmth over here. In case you need it. Oh my god, I died. Alright. Alright, so that didn't quite work out. Let's try that one more time. Shall we? I was really hoping that wouldn't end up happening, but... did notice something weird going on with the thing when I summoned the mage guy, and I was doing so much more damage than he did after I sent him away. Maybe there was something to that I didn't actually exploit properly. But I am so ready to just put this down now. I'm gonna summon the devil first for... Oh no, this guy. For the first phase. My exploding magic circle is probably a good bullshit move to use during this first phase. And if it gets down to it, I'll probably just use an excess potion, though I hope it doesn't get to the point where I have to do that. This is literally the... Well, this is literally the last moment in the game where it would be, like... opportune to do that. I think I interrupted his "I'll reduce you to ashes" thing. He loves doing that, doesn't he? He's gonna do his eye lasers move or what? No, he just gonna call me useless. And then do that. Yeah, that's another one of his attacks. He just tries to attack your self-worth directly. Alright. Oh. Okay, the folks remains. Don't try to fly into him when he's doing that. Jesus Christ. I don't know about the AI for these innocent devils. It's kind of stupid sometimes. Now would be a good time to punch him or kick him or whatever, but not when he's got a giant dome of fire surrounding him. That's probably not the best idea. There we go.
Power of darkness!
So time to summon the mage. Let's see if that helps. I hope it helps. Let me just heal myself a little and see. Okay. Oh, maybe if I... No, that's not it. Maybe it was this. No, that's not it either. Okay, so never mind. You can't take a big chunk of his health with this after all. At the start, that's about it. Oh, now the mage is dead, so that's no longer a thing, so let me summon this guy next. Oh, damn it, I was gonna try to get him to use a machine gun hand, or rather... I did get him to use machine gun hand, but use it on him when he was still close by. Which he is now again, so... Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention this, but if you listen, the boss theme for this guy is... That's very, very reminiscent of the boss theme for the final boss of Dawn of Sorrow. It's kind of weird, there's like a bunch of musical similarities between Dawn of Sorrow and this game. Which, you know, I played Dawn of Sorrow before this one because that was the direct sequel to Aria, but I'm pretty sure this one came out first, I don't know. I say don't come to me on that either, and I will. Oh god, my guy died. Oh, whatever, I can take care of this. Make it a bit more personal, you know. And before I die, anyway. And of course they both have the same composure. Right, there we go. I did it, finally.
Transformation. Was it not complete?
So it would seem.
Oh, the curse. My soul may return to the abyss, but the curse will not be lifted. It will fester in the hearts of humans until they obliterate themselves.
Have you forgotten? I am a Devil Forge Master. I can turn your curse aside, transform it into something harmless, and so it shall be.
It's alright.
Rest in peace.
I'm gonna do that right now. Right after my purple stink lines leave this man's body.
Now that I reflect upon it, Isaac's madness and Rosalie's death were both caused by the curse. This, then, is the final forge.
Oh boy, are those deer.
Heed my words, O great powers of darkness! Release to me one of the tortured souls. Let me infuse him with my life force and awaken him to the world of the living. Immaculate being, appear before me now!
I don't see what that has to do with the curse, though.
It is too monstrous! Tis done.
Still monstrous, but I did it.
I feel I can let go now and die in peace.
Well, I guess that's it
You
then.
look ghastly.
Oh, I'm here now, by the way.
Julia, why did you come here?
I thought you might be contemplating something foolish, like letting go.
You see through it all, don't you?
You've paid your debt, have you not? From this day on, you must live true to your own heart.
You are wise indeed, Julia. I cannot fall knowing that you would fall with me.
Now that you realize, we must go. Let us depart, quickly.
So she basically just went there to guilt him into not just abandoning stuff because she was there too, I see.
Farewell, Isaac.
Isaac, I'm not even sure if he was dead yet, but we're just gonna leave him to die. Regardless. If he's not dead, it's really not clear. Oh boy. I'm really wondering if they're gonna, you know, since this is a
Over at last.
direct sequel to Castlevania 3, I'm wondering if they're gonna integrate any of this into the second season or
So yet filled with darkness.
any part really of the
Curse
Castlevania
is
anime.
deep inside of them. Its mark will not easily vanish. For my brother, only death could erase it.
Julia,
All the same, people are not such fools. Their hope lies in one another. They shall realize that in time. Scars will fade and be lost to memory.
Yeah, I don't know about
Fade
that.
from the morrow.
indeed.
Okay then.
Faith in the morrow. Those are fine words,
Meanwhile,
but not for me. As one who travels through time, I see the morrow a bit differently. All the same, the flow of time has stabilized at last. For myself, I think I will go far into the future and see what awaits. There is one great battle yet to be fought. The final battle between Lord Dracula and the humans. Perhaps they will remember your fight, or perhaps it will start anew.
So Mr. Not a Time Lord also makes a reference to the Battle of 1999.
Victor, where will you go?
Well, I have many friends I must conceal from the humans. I suppose I'll seek some hidden place where I can live in peace.
No need to search out such a place. I know of one.
Pray, lead me there. I am in your debt.
All that you may need, you shall find here. If that is fine with you.
Well, I suppose to stay here with you, Julia, 'tis not a bad idea.
Yeah, sure, I'm okay with this. I'm gonna hang out with you, even though you look exactly like my dead girlfriend. That's not gonna dredge up any ugly memories. Anyway, so that was the game. Curse of Darkness. I have a love-hate relationship with this game, honestly. Because it certainly has much more like, it's closer to my idea of what, a Metroidvania should be like, in the sense that it has a lot more customization as to how you can build your character, and particularly how you can, you know, have the variety of weapons that I consider an essential part of what a Metroidvania should be. Whereas, you know, I didn't have that in any of the 3D ones that came before this. You didn't have it in the N64 ones, and you didn't have that in Lament of Innocence. So you get that, but while you do have that, I feel like that's also part of the reason, well, you know, when this was being decided, a lot of the later parts of it ended up being kind of broken in terms of difficulty, where... What is this music, by the way? I don't know. Well, I wonder if we have Michiru Yamane to thank for this. She did compose a lot of the music for the series. And for most of this game too, I'm pretty sure. For pretty much all the Metroidvanias. Alright. True to Your Dreams, vocals by Russell Watson, music by Michiru Yamane. There you go, she did do that. But no, I feel like, you know, the controls for this aren't exactly the best. They really don't feel as tight as the 2D Metroidvania controls do. And yet, especially you know, towards the end, there were some parts that feel like they rely on you using those controls really well, more than in a lot of the other games. And I don't really like that. And, you know, the whole thing with invisible steel from the bosses and whatnot makes it... It's more of a completely subjective personal thing, but that makes it a little more difficult than it usually would be to break the game, which is something I like to do, which I think is a fair thing to like, because you pretty much gotta work for it in every time, in every one of these games where you can do it, so... To just permanently take that opportunity away from you in a new game cycle seems like a not so good thing to do. And like, I don't know, sometimes the steel mechanic too feels like a good thing, because you can like get some extra stuff, get some materials, and... But sometimes it's so stupidly difficult to do that with some of the enemies that it's not even worth it. I just end up getting frustrated from trying to do it. So I don't know. This is in fact the only game that has anything like that. But I guess something else would be the Saint Germain. Just notice that Saint Germain is credited as Saint Germain, even though it's written Saint Germain, because it's supposed to be a reference to the Count of Saint Germain. What was I saying before that? The other thing that's pretty much, well, kind of unique to this is the crafting thing, which is how you get all the stronger weapons. I think it's a cool thing. It's a different process for how you usually get them, which is just like finding them or grinding them off the enemies or buying them. But at the same time, I guess they liked it enough that they kinda brought that back in the game that I think I'm gonna be playing after this one. I don't remember. Let me see. Let me look at the image that a few people... Portrait of Ruin, yeah. They kinda brought back a very small part of it in that game. Might be a bit of a stretch for me to say that though, but I think it'll make sense when I eventually play that. But anyway, Crazy Mode unlocked. At name entry, enter @Crazy to play Crazy Mode. I don't think I'm gonna do that. You can also enter @Trevor to play as Trevor, which I think is quite a bit more different than some of the other extra modes you find in... Guess I'm gonna save here, I don't know. That you can find in some of these Castlevania games. I don't think there's any of these games have like a mode that's more, an extra mode that's more elaborate or involved than Julius mode in Dawn of Sorrow, but still. So there you go. I've 100% completion on the maps now, I'm pretty sure. And my guy came back to life. I forgot I had him. Like he died, and I didn't really summon anyone else before that. But yeah, that was the game. That was the game, so... I'm gonna go ahead and exit now. I don't think we'll be seeing any more 3D Castlevanias for a while. Any more that... well, I say for a while. There aren't that many games left. I feel like the next two games are like the last Castlevania games that were made back when it was, I don't know, back when it was something I would follow a lot more closely. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it kind of petered out after that point, I'm gonna put it that way. And then there's Lords of Shadow, which, I don't know, I have mixed opinions on that. But I think we'll get to that can of worms when we get there. If you leave out a fully saturated saltwater solution in a cup for a few weeks, the salt starts precipitating and climbs out the cup and covers the outside. Oh boy. So it congeals on the top. I'm guessing that's what that means. Or it looks that way at least. Oh, wait a minute, no. That means... Does it look like that, or does it cover, like, the outside of the... The inside wall of the cup, okay. Climbs over the edge and covers the outside as well. So it's kind of like what... Is it kind of like how they make those... some of those cocktails look like, where it looks like the edge is caked in stuff. So I'm guessing that's kind of what you mean. I wonder if I could find a picture of that. Oh, well, I don't know. Kinda takes a few weeks. Well, I can close a bunch of the tabs that I had open for stuff from this game now. There we go. And now that I'm finally done with freaking Curse of Darkness, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad about that, because I spent so much time on that game. I'm gonna be taking a quick break, about 5 to 10 minutes, and when I return, I'm gonna be starting the surprise Halloween game that I've been hyping up for a reason, even though, well, I hope it works alright. I did test it out a bit before. That's also the game that I was kind of hoping I would have started like an hour earlier, but I started later than usual, and then I had to beat the game, so... But I'm glad I did that, like I said. So, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'll be back and we'll be starting that, which I hope I'm gonna be able to beat between today and tomorrow too, like I do with some of these... Well, by some of these games I mean pretty much all of them except the first one, which I pretty much should have known better. Yeah, that's totally what it is. It's really not a game I've been talking about for pretty much the entirety of October, and that's somehow Vampire the Masquerade, even though I just bought that on Steam like yesterday or today. Don't remember. No, spoiler alert, it's something different. So, let me go on that break so that I can come back and we can start that. And I'll be back in like 5 minutes. I should probably play something while I'm gone. It's gonna be this, have this open.